Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. I greet my brothers and sisters in peace. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. It's hot out there, isn't it? You were sweating today, weren't you? You don't like that heat, do you? Just think if Trump wins. You're going to be real hot, aren't you? So that's why we can't let him win, right? Absolutely. My name is Dr. Vibert White, and I represent the American Muslim Democratic Caucus of Florida, the only Muslim caucus in the country. Now, to my left is my handsome son. He's right there, Brother Vibert. Well, a couple of nights ago, I was watching television, and they had this fella saying that he's a Muslim for Trump. And I said, wait a minute, I never seen this guy before. Never heard of him. He must be an ant or something. He must be the 1% of the 1% of the 1% Muslims. So we're not going to let that 1% of the 1% of the 1% Muslims talk for us, right? Because we are the people who really want truth and freedom. But today, I'm not going to talk about voting because I know where you're going to go. I know who you stand with. And I know you're going to do the right thing. But today, we're going to talk about some of the issues and some of the history of the African-American Muslims. See, I'm a professor, too. If I talk too long, you just say, listen, Dr. White, this is not a test, so shut up. All right? But let me tell you something. Oftentimes, they try to argue and maintain that Muslims are Johnny-come-latelys, that we're new to the American scene. But let me tell you something. Muslims have been on this continent since the 15th century. Some of the first Muslims who were conquistadors were from the Iberian Peninsula, but their origins were from North Africa and the Middle East. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you the fact that over 80% of the African slaves who came to North America, Central America, and South America were Muslims. How many Jamaicans do we have out here? No Jamaicans? I guess I'm not going to get no patties tonight. All right? So, but in Jamaica, you have a lady by the name of Nanny. She was a Muslim. How many Haitians do we have here? No Haitians? One Haitian. Okay, we're going to have some dirty rice tonight, right? So in Haiti, they have a man by the name of Bookman. You ever heard of Bookman? Bookman was a Muslim. All right? Do we have any Brazilians? No Brasileiros. Well, we had a number of Muslims who were there that was leading the charge for freedom. So the point is that the Muslims have been here for a long time. Now, if you want to go a little bit farther with this, by the 18th century, Florida had the largest Muslim population in North America. And they try to act like that Muslims are Johnny-come-lately. The reason why they try to talk that way to you is because they want you to feel as if you're new, so that as if you don't know anything and you won't ask for anything or demand anything. Don't let them fool you. As Malcolm said, we've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray for far too long, right? So we're not going to let that happen. Let's go on a little bit farther. By the early 20th century, the Muslim community was rooted within the struggle of the African-American community. Marcus Garvey, all right? He was taught by a man by the name of Drus Muhammad, a Muslim, all right? How about who else? We had a group called the Noble Drew Ali group, all right, the Moorish Science Temple. They were Muslims, all right, trying to be Muslims. Then we have another group that later on, the Nation of Islam, Elijah Muhammad. They were Muslims, and they fought against this thing that we call Islamic phobia. Let's start using this term, anti-Islam. That's stronger than Islamophobia. It was anti-Islam, all right, because they understood that if we as Muslims begin to propagate our story, it becomes strong, that we will become a vital force in America. So therefore, by the mid-1960s, 67, 68, we had at least 1.2 million Muslims in the United States. You got that? 1.2 million. So we were here. America, Trump, Bush, we were here for a long time, so let no one fool you. So thank you. I enjoy talking to you, and let's keep this movement alive. Keep it rocking in Virginia, keep it rocking in D.C., keep it rocking in Georgia, keep it rocking in Florida, keep it rocking in New York, because we're here. Muslims are here. Assalamu alaikum.